In February, New Musicals, Inc. is hosting an online musical theater creative summit. What is an online musical theater creative summit? It is an online place where bookwriters and composers and lyricists all gather to try out new ideas for musicals and meet potential new collaborators. So where do the ideas come from? A couple different areas. My background is television. I used to write and produce for Disney and Warner Brothers and PBS. I've had half a dozen Emmy nominations. The reason I mention this is I learned in television some techniques where you take a single little tiny story nugget, a character, a theme, a milieu, or something like that, and from that, I'll show you how to weave a whole pile of different storylines just from that little nugget. Lots and lots of, dozens of ideas from that little thing. This works whether it's a classical musical or contemporary or artsy-fartsy or commercial or anything. So I've got a whole trunk full of techniques of how to, based on your target theme or what you're trying to say, to create characters or conflict or plot. So I'll show you how to do it, and then you'll get a chance during the summit to try it out yourself, and I hope this will be a tool that you'll have for the rest of your writing career. So that's one source of the ideas. The other will come in the form of breakout rooms, by which I mean we'll all start together online. It'll be like all of us will be participating at the very beginning of the summit, but then we'll allow you to go into breakout rooms. Again, these will be online, and maybe they're organized by theme or by genre or by size of theater or something like that. So you could go in and out of the breakout rooms saying, do I like the ideas that are being cooked up there? Do I have kismet with those collaborators? Now let me try another. So you can kind of sample everybody that's taken part of the summit. And in those breakout rooms, I'll kickstart you with some brainstorming of how to get the sessions going. And then I'll come in from time to time and keep the yeast going or go, yeah, you guys are doing just fine. So I will start with creating some ideas. In the breakout rooms, you and your collaborators will create, the sky's the limit for the number of ideas that you come up with. There's another area in which you might get some ideas. We will give you access to a curated library of public domain stories, plays, novellas. We've got hundreds of them. But I'll also show you how to get access to thousands more. Public domain, you go, that old-fashioned stuff. I'll teach you how you can steal the structure from a public domain story. Again, this will work whether it's contemporary or classical, or you can even use non-public domain stuff. You can take, a movie or a bestseller book or something that you think you're not going to be able to get the rights for, and I'll show you how you can extract the structure from the story, or the elements of the movie or the book that appeal to you. So you can modify it, and you won't even need any rights. There's one of the big perks of the summit is you will have these ideas are yours to use. They're free and clear for whatever comes as a result of the summit or the public domain or from me. So I can hear you saying, wait a minute, aren't people going to steal my idea if I come to the summit with this idea that everybody can have it? If you've got an idea for a musical, probably what you want to do, prior to the summit, probably what you want to do is to save it until afterwards, after you have a collaborator, and share it, rather than with the whole group. Share it with someone that you can protect your work. So this is not really about bringing in your pre-existing idea, and unless you want to share it, and you're not concerned that other people will do variations of it. So the summit takes place on 2 Saturdays in February, the 15th and the 22nd. It takes place online, so you can participate anywhere on the planet. All you need is a webcam and an internet connection. We'll set up the video conferencing and the breakout rooms. All you need to do is to bring your creativity. So briefly, here's how it's going to work. The first Saturday, I'll introduce the technique. We'll apply it as a group, and then we'll sort you into the breakout rooms. You'll cook up ideas. Then we'll all come back together and explore those ideas. And then in between the Saturdays, you'll have that week to ruminate and to germinate the ideas, and to have kind of a slow date version of it where we'll pair you with at least one collaborator in between the 2 Saturdays, and you guys can nurture and knead the ideas together. We'll also give you access to everybody's taking part of the summit, so you don't have to be limited just to the one person we pair you with. if you want to reach out to other folks you've met. So you've collaborated during that week. Then you come back on the second Saturday, and then you'll share your ideas and say, remember that vampire thing or that mermaid thing? Here's what became of that. Here's the variations we have. And we'll kind of discuss, is that positive memento? Can it be stronger still? And so on. So we'll kind of test drive the ideas. Then there'll be a second session with breakout rooms. So if you're following me, everybody needs to agree to have at least one E-date in between the Saturdays, and then everybody also has to agree to 2 E-dates afterwards. This is stuff that we'll matchmake. We'll set everybody else up, and you'll be free. You can reach out to anybody else you want, but we'll guarantee that you have 1 collaborated during the summit and at least 2 afterwards. All right. Then lastly, I want to do just a little bit of pitch about why I think these brainstorming sessions are so good and so exciting. I've done a lot of them over the years, and they're always stimulating. They're always a lot of fun. And in fact, a lot of times you'll get a collaboration. Sometimes we've had many a collaboration that will last forever, for a whole lifetime. And even some productions have come out of these little germs. Don't want to guarantee you're going to have either a collaborator you love or a production you're going to get, but I will guarantee the creativity and the fun, because it's a lot of laughter, it's a lot of stimulation, it's a lot of what about this, what about that, what about that. So you want to sign up right away for this, because you can imagine there's a limitation of the number of breakout rooms we can have. We can't have 400 writers all talking at once. So it's a much more intimate thing than a big gigantic conference for 400 folks. So if you want a spot in NMI's Musical Theater Creative Summit, sign up right away. Hope to see you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.